Hello YouTubers, welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to do the unarmed destroy robots with a Gauntlet or unarmed weapon. Unfortunately, you can't do this AFK like the other challenges. If you want to know how to do the AFK method, just look at my other video on that. But this one's specific to the unarmed weapon. You do need an unarmed weapon, such as a death claw or one of those like knuckles, something like that, to take them out. Now, there's a place in White Spring that I was doing with the other challenge, but I was dying so quickly, it 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 was almost not worthwhile to do it. But I found a spot in White Spring that is actually bearable. I don't have any specific armor at all. I don't have armor. I'm not actually wearing armor at all, and I'm being able to kill them quite quickly. And I'm going to show you where that is at. There's probably more efficient ways to do this, like wearing troubleshooter's armor. So if you've got troubleshooter's armor, throw that on. If you've got a troubleshooter's weapon and an unarmed weapon, such as I guess a death claw or a gauntlet, then that'll make this more efficient and quicker, and you can kill them easier, right? But I don't have any of that. I'm actually going to be using, I think, something that I got from one of the legendary runs, which is the face breaker. So if you've done the legendary runs, I think you could get this as default weapon. It doesn't do too bad a damage. In this case, it does around 170 if you're not on a team. And I think it might go up to a little bit more if you're actually on a team, right? So anyway, I'm going to show you where to stand specifically to kill them. I did this door in front of me with the other challenges, but you get overwhelmed quickly and you die very quickly, and you only get to kill a few robots at a time, which isn't very efficient at all. Of course, the other way is just to kind of go around the wasteland and hit, places like, the various robot places, like the Roboco or the you can hit the Vault 76 and kill the Liberators and things like that, right? So if you don't want to go run around the map and find all the robot spots and kill them, you can do that as well. So I was doing this location for the other challenge at this main door here. You got a lot of laser torrents that are taking you out, so doing a lot of damage, especially when you're not wearing power armor. And you get overwhelmed pretty quick. Like I said, you get to kill maybe 1, 2, 3. If you throw some grenades, you might be able to kill like maybe 10 at a time. But you die pretty quickly, right? So I'm going to show you quickly where I stand. And like I said, I'm not wearing any power armor. As you can see, I'm not wearing power armor, but I'm not wearing any armor as well, right? So I've got nothing there. One thing I recommend that you do, if you are dying very quickly, check your mutations. One mutation I had was empath, which basically uh, lets you take 33% more damage, so you die really quickly. So that's important to make sure that you don't have empath, I think. And the second important one here is scaly skin. Make sure you have the scaly skin. I found the scaly skin helped a lot in terms of damage resistance. So make sure you got scaly skin. These are the mutations I have if you want to try and duplicate them, because I'm going to show you how I'm going to kill these robots fairly easy with no armor and relatively low damage weapon, but consistently going through and getting more robots to kill without getting overwhelmed, right? So we're gonna head down these stairs. I'm gonna show you where I'm gonna go to, and there's probably better locations than this one, perhaps. Okay, so we're gonna head down here. As you can see, we've got this little chef place on the right here, and if you notice, there's this door here right across from this Le Grand Gourmet place, pretty much, right? So what happens here is, the one thing you want to do is you want to actually exit this door. So what I noticed is when you exit a door and you come in that door, when you die, you spawn in that location. Otherwise, the door that I came in earlier, that is a location that I'm going to actually respawn after I die, and that's just going to be a pain, right? So you actually want to actually exit this door. Once we exit the door, we'll come back in and then we'll go to this area. And there's kind of three things that will happen here. There's a robot that spawns right next to you. So this kind of gives you that extra robot that'll come in and is quite consistent. the robots will come down the stairs, and then the robots will come from the front, right? So if you do want to actually throw them grenades down the hallway, you can do that and just turn on Demolition Expert to give you the extra damage. That'll probably work as well. I'll probably do a few of those. If you throw a grenade right next to you, it will obviously kill you, right? So just kind of be aware of that. Okay, so we're just gonna go back in here just so that we actually spawn at this location, and I'll probably show you me dying and respawning here just so you can kind of see that as well. So you can't actually do this unarmed, completely unarmed. I've tried to unequip grenades, unequip my weapon, and unfortunately it still does not register when I try and kill anything. Okay, so like I said, a robot will come out of these guys. Yeah, so you get a robot there. Robots will come down there. A whole bunch of robots will come down the stairs, which are kind of neat, and then robots will come from the front here, right? There is a laser turret just over here that'll probably get you a little bit. I think if you stand along this wall here, he tends not to go off as much, right? So anyway, let's get going. Like I said, make sure you have scaly skin and no empath as number one, and let's go full health here. Make sure you got no red so you can have full health here, and let's start taking this guy out. So protections take longer to kill, but these little guys are quite quick to kill. I find that if you're on a team, you get those extra perks and stuff, so you might actually just want to join a team, and then you might be able to do more damage here, right? Like I say, if you had troubleshoot army, yeah, you're probably killing these guys a lot quicker, or maybe you have more damage weapon. You know, this isn't very efficient what I'm doing, but you know, it does the job. The nice thing about this location is I'm not getting overwhelmed by like 50 robots and then 4 turrets hitting me all at the same time. You know, you can kind of take a breather, you can do some stuff, right? Like I said, you can throw some Molotovs down the hallway. You can, you know, if you have Demolition Expert on, it'll help you kill those guys as well, right? And there you go, he spawns, the guys are spawned right behind me. And as you can see, that, you know, it gives you a little bit of a breather before the next round comes. And they're pretty consistent, so, you know, they'll just keep on coming. You don't have to move around, you don't have to run around the map, go find robots, server hop, you know, you can just stand at this doorway. And you like to, there we go, he comes straight out of this little robot machine here. Take him out here. And as you can see, I've got no armor, no real, you know, damage here in terms of, you know, major damage. So I'm still being able to handle these guys without dying too quickly, right? And you just take them out one at a time and just do it 1,000 times. Kill 1,000 robots, right? Yeah, I was up at the other door and I was just dying, just every, you know, I killed 2 robots and I die, killed 2 robots and I die. You know, it was really, and without scaly skin, they would just, for whatever reason, they would just take me out so quickly, right? And if you've got a friend that needs to do this as well, you guys can team up. You know, you can both take hits, and you know, each take a hit, and it'll be, you know, quite efficient in terms of, you know, taking these guys out and getting through the challenge quite at the same time, right? So I'm going to show you just dying here and where I spawned, just so you guys can see that I actually spawned at this entrance, which is kind of cool. As you can see, it puts me right here, back at this entrance, and like I said, you had to exit that door and come back in, and then you should be fine. And you'll notice that I'm not actually getting hit by the turret here. So if I'm standing close to this right-hand wall here, if I move kind of here, you'll notice the turrets will start going off and doing a lot of damage. So when I was upstairs, there's 2 turrets and they were just hitting me all the time, you know, and that was doing a lot of damage to me as well, making it super inefficient, right? So just hang out here, you know, they'll come in sort of waves, you know, but they'll keep coming. It's very consistent. You don't have to move, like I said, you just hang out here and they'll come. Sometimes you'll get 3 or 4 robots, sometimes you'll just get 1 robot. But at least you can kind of repair your gun and repair your armor if you got armor before the next little wave comes. If you're low level, this would probably be, you know, an easy way to do this without, you know, you don't have too many cards and too much damage here. You know, maybe just grab some of the mutations. If you want to get through this challenge. Well, the reason the reason why I'm trying to get through this challenge is they're going to be changing the inside of White Spring, so you're not going to be able to do this for very long. In fact, you know, I guess as soon as next week, this might all change, right? So if you do want to do this, try to get it done this weekend if you can, before end of Monday. I'm not sure what's going to happen after then. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, hit the like button. Hopefully we can continue doing this after the update, but I'm not sure we'll be able to. If not, then, you know, we'll probably find a different method, or just kind of jump around at all the different robot spots, like Watoga and Robco, you know, wherever, you know, there's a bunch of robots, right? Anyway, there you go. Enjoy.